In the heart of a quiet town, under the cover of night, lies an old, forgotten train yard. Its silent tracks stretch out like the lines on an ancient map, hinting at countless untold stories. Here, in the dense embrace of the early morning fog, we find Henry, an aging train conductor stirred from uneasy dreams. His weathered hands clutch a rusty lantern, its dim glow the only thing piercing the deep, enveloping darkness. Henry had returned nightly to this desolate place, haunted by echoes of clangs and whistles from years past, memories of happier times, overshadowed by the tragedy that once struck. This night seemed no different, until an unexpected sound sliced through the gloom, a scream faint and transient, as if the mist itself had borrowed a voice. Instinctively, Henry's heart thunders within his chest, pushing prickling airs down his spine. This scream was not part of his usual haunting memories. The train yard was more than just a collection of rusted engines and forgotten rail cars for Henry. It was a place tied deeply with his past. He once commanded these tracks with the rhythm of a heartbeat, the engine thrumming in unison with his own. But after that fateful day, a day marred by a runaway train and an irreversible accident, his career ended with a thud of sorrow that echoed louder than any crash. Now this yard stands like a monument to the burden he bears, both a reminder and a refuge. With the morning's pale light still a distant promise, Henry's gaze catches something unsettling, a set of fresh tracks tracing their path through the dew-laden grass. These tracks shouldn't be here, not after the yard had closed its doors to the past. Every step he took towards them was deliberate, calculated, each cautious movement further attuning him to the mysteries whispering in the pre-dawn air. His curiosity piqued and his fears creeping closer, Henry pursued these signs, each crunch beneath his boots echoing a heartbeat of anticipation. Emerging from the suffocating folds of fog, someone appeared, unexpected and out of place. A young woman named Emma, eyes wide with urgency. She seemed more spectral than physical at first, but the trembling in her voice tethered her to reality. Emma was a journalist, she explained, tracing a story that had led her deep into the heart of the deserted yard. Her pursuit? A series of strange disappearances, each threading back to this spot, each veiled in a mystery darker and more intertwined than the night. Sharing this knowledge impelled an alliance, an unspoken agreement to traipse forward together, their paths now woven. Together, Henry and Emma unearthed a truth stranger than fiction itself, a clandestine society manipulating train schedules for illicit deeds, every disappearance a dark notch on their ledger. This unsanctioned network had found a home amidst rust and silence, evading curious eyes and unchecked rumors alike. The unsuspecting seemed to vanish like shadows at dawn, each disappearance meticulously planned within the labyrinthine heart of the yard. The yard's dusty rails and decaying engines masked a more sinister engine, a well-oiled operation operating under society's very nose. With time as their only adversary, Henry and Emma navigated the treacherous maze of tracks, each bearing the weight of urgency. Together, they crafted a plan to signal authorities, using the yard's forgotten communication lines and Henry's intimate knowledge like threads, weaving a lifeline in the art of stopping the hidden agenda before it could claim more lives. The clock was ticking, and stakes were higher than any train whistle could ever indicate. Their determination burned through the fog, leaving a light for hope to cling to. The confrontation, when it came, unfolded amidst swirling mist, turning the yard into a stage where shadows twined and footsteps danced. Discovered by society's operatives, Henry fell back on years of navigating these very tracks, and his hard-earned experience served them both well. In a tense standoff, every ploy, every quick sprint intertwined with the echoes of metal and breath, created a composition of urgency under the night's heavy veil. As dawn's golden fingers caressed the edge of the horizon, hope solidified from the ether. Authorities, summoned by their desperate signals, arrived to dismantle the clandestine group. In an unexpected turn, Emma revealed herself not merely as a journalist, but a beacon of truth, determined to shine light on the yard's shadowed corners. Her story now uncovered, bringing peace and life back to the yard. But Henry, despite his triumph, faced a lingering sadness. The yard's return to innocence came at the cost of resurfacing old wounds. Standing in the morning glow, Henry finds himself in a landscape remade. Gone are the shadows of fear and deceit. In their place, the yard now carries the soft promise of catharsis. For Henry, this place of entrapment turns into a beginning, a testament to resilience and redemption, where the ghosts of the past are finally put to rest. The first steps of this new chapter echo softly in the morning light, resonating through rails that once whispered of regret and sorrow. Yet questions linger, floating light as morning mist. Was this the end of their hidden dealings, or merely a chapter in a larger, shadowy tome? Tracks remain silent but unerring, reminding Henry that in the world of rails and conductors, some secrets stay hidden, forever waiting under signals unknown. And with that thought, the story concludes, leaving us, the listeners, to ponder the next reel of history unfolding quietly upon the path of least resistance.